Today I'm going to be making baba ghanoush, a delicious Middle Eastern dip made from eggplant or aubergine. Okay, let's have a look at the ingredients. We'll need, well, as much as you want, one medium-sized eggplant, which we need to roast in the oven or over flames. We'll need 4 or 5 cloves of garlic, which will also roast in the oven. We'll need the juice of half a lemon and also a few teaspoons of tahini, which you can check out the previous video on how to make it. And we need salt to flavor this. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is to roast the aubergine and to roast the garlic. Just to make sure my aubergine doesn't explode, I'm just going to poke a few holes in it. Okay, just to let the skin release gases when it's being roasted. So I've left the aubergine and the garlic in the toaster oven. I just gotta be careful that I need to flip it once in a while and then have to monitor this a few minutes at a time. Alright, so I'll go roast this until that is dark brown, and I'll come back. So I've left the aubergine in the oven for a couple of minutes, sorry, about half an hour. It's got like a little soft. Now I'm just putting the aubergine over the flame just to char the surface so that it gives it that smoky taste. I'll complete this and then we will come back and have a look. My garlic is also soft now, so I've just charred the surface of the aubergine. You can hear like this is like charred. So I'm going to just leave it to steam for a little while. Just going to cover this and give it like 5-10 minutes, and we'll come back and scoop out the flesh. My eggplant is my aubergine is cool, and you can see that the skin is a bit wrinkly. My garlic is apparently soft. I've squeezed out the half a lemon juice, and I've got my homemade tahini, which is sesame, roasted sesame paste. So let's start by taking out the flesh of the aubergine. Okay, I'm just going to try to make sure like I don't block the camera. So we split the skin like this. Okay, we will try to remove as much of the skin as possible. Use a spoon if needed. Okay, so I'm going to remove the skin and come back. So my aubergine has been peeled, right? So very soft. That's good, and it's cooled down. So for this amount of aubergine, I probably use just 2 cloves of garlic. So even my garlic cloves are like so superly soft right now. Roasted garlic is incredibly delicious and fragrant and sweet. Okay, let me just take off and peel off the top just like this. Okay, now of course if you don't want to mash it by yourself, you can use a chopper or a blender. I think I'll just do it by hand. I might regret it, but I'll just try to do it by hand. Okay, so I think 2 cloves of garlic. Maybe I'll have one more. Okay, a small clove of garlic. There we go. Okay, bit burn, but nice warm flavors. Okay. Alright, so fork. Let's try to mash the garlic first. Again, it's if you wish, use a chopper or a blender. Okay. Okay, just try our best to mash it. That's the garlic. It gives it good flavor. Okay, now we'll mash in the aubergine. I don't mind the seeds, okay? So if you don't want the seeds, like this whole chunk of seeds, you can take it out, okay? So I'll go on and mash the aubergine. And make sure that we actually also pick up the garlic and combine the garlic together. It's actually easier to mash the the aubergine before adding in the liquid. If not, it'll be going everywhere. So we'll try to mash this thing first before adding the lemon juice and the olive oil. Okay. Of course, in the meantime, we can just add some salt. Okay, because since we are macerating it, we might as well just add the salt. Okay, so let's keep mashing this. I will go ahead and do this and come back shortly. Alright, so my aubergine is I think sufficiently mashed. Don't want it to be too much. I'm going to add in about 1 tablespoon for this amount, 1.5 tablespoons of lemon juice. Okay, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoonful of tahini. A little bit goes a long way. I'm going to give it a mix and continue mashing. Now once this is mixed up well enough, I'm just going to give it a taste test. Needs a bit more lemon juice, another tablespoon. Need some salt, a bit more salt. Okay, let's try mashing it up again. So I've mashed it a bit more, and then I've adjusted a little bit more salt, a little bit more lemon juice, and a little bit more tahini. So final taste. Oh, perfect. Fresh, salty, smoky. Now we'll just add in a few tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, and just give it a mix. Now we really shouldn't be eating this now. We got to leave it in the fridge to mature for a couple of hours. Wow, that makes it so much better. Let's just move this all aside. Okay, let me just push this properly. So I've basically arranged it nicely into a circle and put some depression. Put my balanced roasted garlic on top and drizzle it with a bit of extra virgin olive oil. Now you want to sprinkle some paprika on top and some like flat leaf parsley. I'll leave this in the fridge to mature for maybe about 4 to 5 hours, and then we can eat this with roasted flatbreads or just toast. Alright, so this is my version of baba ghanoush, roasted eggplant with tahini. If you got any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Alright, see you in the next video. My baba ghanoush has been maturing in the fridge for a couple of hours now. It's nice and cool, and I've made myself a nice charred toasted piece of bread. Don't have flat bread, so just normal bread. So let me just get some with a bit of olive oil, and let's try this thing out. Gotta get more olive oil. Okay, just spread it on nice crispy toast. This should be quite good. Let's give it a taste test. Let me just adjust the camera a little bit. Okay. Very smoky, lemony, hint of garlic, nice rich olive oil on a crispy slice of toast is amazing. I'm gonna get another bite. Excuse me, sorry. So good, you really have to try this. Alright, so that's a simple dish, and If you've got any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. Alright, see you in the next video.